On the 8th of April 2017, Germany was once again graced by the blessed presence of Hazrat Khalifatul Masih.
होता है जैसे चौदहवीं के चांद का ज़हूर, वो देखो मुस्कुराते हुए आ गए हुजूर, वो देखो मुस्कुराते हुए आ गए हुजूर.
As always, Hazur's presence attracted media coverage across the country. The media wished to find out the beliefs and views of His Holiness on religious and controversial matters.
There are synagogues, Hindus, there are temples.
His Holiness was asked about the existence of God and how to establish peace and harmony. Hazur gave proof for the existence of God and explained that this common factor can establish peace and harmony.
Can you tell me, why do you believe in God?
Because I have seen the existence of God through different means. For example, acceptance of prayers. I have seen that on some occasions I prayed to God and there was a very short time. I want the result within 15 or 20 minutes. And I pray very fervently to God. And He accepted my prayer and that was done. So, to me, I have personal experiences. This is why I believe. And even this is the nature of the person that you believe in God. There should be some God. There should be some creator. Right? It is your nature. This is why all those bad things which have been prohibited in the religion are also prohibited. So you do not like incest. You do not like a thief. You do not like any person who is usurping the rights of others. And the religion says the same thing. This is the teaching of the God. This is inbuilt instinct within yourself. So if there is no God, where from did it come? So there are so many logical things which can prove that God does exist. And if I personally, and there's quite a number of Ahmadis who have their personal experience about the existence of God through the acceptance of their prayers. Quran even says that you have your own religion and I have my own religion. And there is no compulsion in the religion. If I give you the good message, some people do accept it. And they have been accepting in the world, all across the world. Almost more than 400,000 or 500,000 people join us every year. So there is the good message. This is why they join us. And we always say that despite the fact that we all hold different religions, Christians, Jews, Muslims, Buddhists, Hindus, Sikhs, but there is one thing common, and that is God the Almighty. So, for the sake of pleasing our God, we should come together. And the second common point is humanity. And for the sake of protecting humanity, we should live together harmoniously, peacefully, and with love. We have been preaching the message of peace, love, and harmony all across the world. And it's very important for us because Islam means peace. The very word Islam, the literary meaning of Islam is peace. So, this is why we have to spread this message, we have to practice it, and we have to portray the true picture of Islam. Right?
Due to the state of the world today, many media channels also wish to find out if Islam is really an extremist religion, and do we really need to fear it? Hazur removed many misconceptions that they may have had.
When we see on one side a wrong picture of Islam is being portrayed or practiced by some of the Muslims, terrorists, we should spread with more force and all our means and resources the true message of Islam, that is peace, love, and harmony. Fear is growing day by day, that is your question, of Islam. In other words, Islamophobia, right? It is everywhere, not especially in Germany. It's everywhere in the Western world, or the developed world, or non-Muslim world, there is a fear. Because of the action and deeds of some of the extremist groups in the name of Islam, within Islam. They claim themselves to be Muslim, and they claim that what they are doing is according to the teaching of Islam, whereas it is not true. They are just distorting the true teaching of Islam. They have not understood the true teaching of the Holy Quran. They are misconstruing the teaching of the Holy Quran. And it was prophesied by the Holy Prophet of Islam 1,400 years ago that this will happen. Muslims will forget the true teaching of Islam. Although the Quran will remain intact in its original form, but they will not practice it to its true meaning and letter. Then at that time, a reformer will come among the Muslims, and he will revive the true teachings of Islam, and his community will spread the true message of Islam. So what is happening had to happen. And what we Ahmadi Muslims are doing, we are doing according to that process, because we believe that the founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community is that person who was prophesied and foretold by the Prophet of Islam, that the person will come in the latter days in the 14th century, as with the title of Messiah and Mahdi, the guided one. He will bring all the Muslims to one hand. Even all the people of the world bring to one hand and tell them the true teaching of Islam. This is why we believe that that man has come, and he said that I have come for two main purposes. One, to bring mankind closer to their Creator, and secondly, to make the human being realize their duties they owe to each other and live peacefully and amicably. This is why he says now in this era, the religious war have been stopped. There's no religious war. And we can see, although there are worldly wars, but no religion is attacking on Islamic countries or Islam as a religion. So there are geopolitical wars, but not religious wars. So what is happening nowadays had to happen, and we are trying to remove these misconceptions about Islam from the minds of the people here in Germany, as well as other parts of the world. So for me, it is not a new thing. I knew it had to happen. And I know that for this we have to work hard and try to remove all the doubts which a non-Muslim bear in his or her mind about Islam. Islam is not an extremist religion. Islam is the religion of peace, love, and harmony. And this is the true message which we spread all across the world. And I hope if people realize it, if people come to know the true teaching of Islam through the message we are spreading and we have been spreading, the Islamophobia will be removed from the minds of the people one day. You will see, they will know that Islam is not the religion of extremism or brutality. Rather, Islam is a religion of peace, love, and harmony. Show brotherhood and love and harmony to each other.
So nobody must be afraid like
Nobody should be afraid. So we are open, always open.
His Holiness was asked regarding religion's role in politics and its influence on the state, and if Islam as a religion should be taught as an educational subject.
I'd like to know if politics has to do more so that it's easier to include Islam in the Western world.
Being a citizen of the country, we should have the same right. Religion should not matter. I can play my role as politician in the national politics. A Hindu, a Christian, or any other person can play his or her role in the politics as the citizen of the country, or they can take active part in the politics as a citizen of the country. So why should we include religion in these things? Politics is something different, religion is a different thing. We should separate politics and religion. We should separate state and government and religion. Teaching religion in the school, and those pupils or students who are interested in studying religion, you should teach them. Or even in primary schools, if you are teaching Christianity, you should teach the teaching of Islam as well as a religion. Religion is not a culture, it is not it's not part of the politics. Right? Those who are interested in religion, they can learn about Islam, and they can be taught Islam as religion. But you cannot teach a political science student Islam as a political concept. So we should separate politics and religion.
Being aware of the community's 100 mosque target in Germany, the media was curious if these mosques would be a cause of extremism in the country. Hazur reassured them that the Ahmadiyya mosques are an abode of peace and always open to everyone.
If there is anything wrong being done anywhere, it is the duty of the government and the law enforcing agencies to correct it, to rectify that situation, right? So if this extremism is being taught there, extremist education is being given there in the mosque, and small children are being brainwashed and radicalized, right, in the madrasas, in the mosque, then it is the duty of the government, they should monitor it. Even I offer that our sermons should be monitored, right? And I always say that you come to our mosque and monitor our sermons during Fridays, or even any event which we hold. You see whether we are doing or holding all our functions according to the law of the land, and only we are dealing with the teaching of the religion, we are not doing against the law, then it's good. If we are doing something against the law, against the country, and we are trying to disturb the peace of the society, then we are quite very much punishable, and we should be punished. Right?
The mosques, the new mosques that are being built, and also the old mosques, are all people welcome there?
Yes, our mosques are always open. Even once, during the time of the Holy Prophet of Islam, a Christian delegate came to see him, and after some time the Holy Prophet of Islam felt that some of the people are feeling uneasiness. He said, "What happened? What do you want? I can see you are not comfortable." The people said that this is the time of our prayer, time of our worship, and we want to worship, and so we are short of time, and we cannot find any place. They were all sitting in the mosque of the Prophet in Medina. The Holy Prophet said, "You don't worry, you can just worship here in my mosque, offer your prayers in my mosque." So mosques are open. Any person who is going to come to worship one God, they can come to worship there, yes. You see, as the membership of the community is growing, we need mosques. We need some place where they can gather together to worship one and only God, and to make some other programs with regards to their religious duties, and also some other programs for humanitarian work. So this is not only that 100 mosques is our final target. It is quite possible as the community grows, we build more than 100 mosques, or whenever there are some, even in small towns and villages and cities, wherever we have our community, we build more mosques. So mosque is the place you need. And every religious community needs it, their place of worship, as Christians need churches, Jews need synagogues and other temples and so on and so forth. So the same way we need mosques. And our mosques are the true symbol of, to show the people that how can we practice the true religion, how can we get closer to our Creator, and how can we discharge our duties we owe to our fellow beings.
Once again, this champion and protector of peace left no stone unturned to show the true teaching of Islam. His message has always been the same: recognize your Creator and love His creation. His continuous efforts have seen him travel the globe to assure humanity that Islam teaches love and harmony.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على